Support WrestleTalk!
Follow us on Twitter.
A huge WWE star returns. Kevin Owens channels his inner Mick Foley, and Pittsburgh cares more about counting than Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. I am Luke Owen. Vote in the poll above my head to give your thoughts on this show using our brand new pay-per-view rating system. Best of both worlds, great per view, thumbs in the middle, meh per view, and worst of both worlds. This is WWE Extreme Rules 2018 in about 4 minutes. On the kickoff show, Andrade, Cien, Almas beat Cara in a short match, and SAnitY defeated New Day in a tables match that wasn't as fun as it really should have been. The show kicked off proper with the B Team capturing the Raw Tag Team Championships from the Deleter of Worlds in a 4-minute nothing match, and Finn Balor rolled up Baron Corbin in a short bout that did nothing for either guy. We haven't got off to the best of starts here, folks. In a backstage interview, Kurt Angle said that he's been trying to negotiate Brock Lesnar's next title defense, but he's refusing to fight anyone in WWE. Angle then revealed that Lesnar must show up on Raw tonight or he will be stripped of the Universal Championship. This got the loudest pop of the night, so WWE have at least been able to book Brock Lesnar to get a reaction, which is the total opposite for the formerly really over Asuka. James Ellsworth was locked in a shark cage for her match against Carmella, but immediately started dropping weapons to the Princess of Staten Island. Nothing worked, so Ellsworth jimmied the lock to escape.
It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
But found himself hanging upside down for a funny visual. But like a complete idiot, Asuka got distracted, allowing Carmella to throw her into the cage and pin her. Asuka is now 0-3 in championship matches, has been beaten up by Carmella week in, week out, and lost their 2 pay-per-view matches in a row. Asuka had 0 heat when beating up James Ellsworth after the show, and I can't for the life of me work out why. Shinsuke Nakamura low-blowed Jeff Hardy before the bell in their United States Championship match and hit the Kinshasa for the win in a matter of seconds. Randy Orton then made his return to WWE, seemingly challenging Nakamura for a US title feud. He then took a page out of Nakamura's playbook by low-blowing Hardy like a total dick. Was this a heel turn? It sure felt like one, but knowing this company, it probably wasn't. Kevin Owens tried to escape his cage match with Braun Strowman as soon as the bell rang, but Strowman dared Owens to fight him instead. Owens handcuffed Braun to the ropes, but the monster among men broke free and chased him up the cage. And 20 years after the Mankind Undertaker Hell in a Cell match, Strowman launched Owens off the cage through the announcer's table for a spectacular visual. Strowman then laughed at Owens being stretched out like a total heel. Earlier in the night, the Bludgeon brothers took out the knee of Kane backstage, meaning Daniel Bryan had to face them in a 2-on-1 handicap match, which was actually quite good, and Kane later came out limping to help his beardy friends. But even though the company had the outs of Kane losing as he was badly injured and barely able to walk, Daniel Bryan took the pin for a Bludgeon Brothers retention. Why? Here's a shocker, Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley was not the main event of this show. I'm sure that means the fans will actually cheer whoever is in the main event, as WWE are giving them exactly what they've been asking for. Anyway, this match went a bit like this. Boo! Boo! Boring! Boring! Rusev Day! Rusev Day! Bobby won with a spear. Ronda Rousey was at ringside for Alexa Bliss's Extreme Rules match against Nia Jax and jumped over the guardrail when Mickie James kept interfering. This was easily the best part of the match, and about the only thing the crowd were actually into. But even she couldn't help Jax regain her title when Bliss DDT'd Nia onto a chair for the win. By this point of the show, the crowd was spent, which was evident when the chants for Rusev Day were louder in the Roman Reigns match than they were in Rusev's actual match against AJ Styles. This really picked up by the end with some decent near falls, but no one bought into Rusev winning. Proved correct when Styles pinned him after a phenomenal forearm. These two really could put on a much better match. Yep, that's right, the hottest guy in the company, Seth Rollins, main evented this pay-per-view against Dolph Ziggler instead of Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. So you'd think the crowd would be happy, right? Sadly, they were more interested in counting down with the clock like it was the Royal Rumble, which they did at around the 6-minute mark and continued to do so for the next 24 minutes. The counting got so bad that WWE even removed the clock from the big screen, but that backfired when portions of the crowd started counting down from 10 at random points in the match. What I'm saying is that no one was really into this, which is a shame as it was actually pretty decent, even if it did make Dolph look like a total chump. He went down 2-0 in the first few minutes, and then Drew McIntyre got him DQ'd to go 3-0. Dolph used this, however, to regain 3 pinfalls in a matter of minutes, and then 4-3 shortly thereafter. Seth had a great series series of near falls as he desperately tried to tie up the score, which he did with just minutes to spare. He hit the stomp, but the buzzer went before he could get the pinfall. Kurt Angle channeled his inner Gorilla Monsoon and announced they were going to sudden death, which was over quickly when Dolph used the zigzag off a McIntyre distraction for the win. The crowd did not care about this match whatsoever. Based on their reactions, the next contender to Brock Lesnar should be The Clock. Extreme Rules 2018 felt like exactly what it was, a filler pay-per-view before SummerSlam. There were a couple of good moments towards the end of the show, but the majority of the babyfaces looked like total idiots. It was far too long, and the biggest reactions went to Ronda Rousey, who wasn't in a match, and Brock Lesnar, who wasn't there. Extreme Rules 2018 was a meh per view. Why was Goldust fired in 2012? Find out in Laurie Blake's WWE Backstage Expose by clicking the video on screen right now. I've been Luke Owen, and that was Extreme Rules.